Hello. Okay, good morning guys. Actually, it's afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we're gonna be going to Motor World to get myself a new pair of gloves and to get myself some earplugs. Now, the previous video got a lot of likes and views, and a lot of people mentioned to create more videos. The only issue with creating more videos in Singapore is that there's not much for me to talk about. Like, I could go to Orchard and then I'll be like, oh wow, look at these buildings. Like, there's nothing much for me to talk about. But since today we are actually going to Motor World to get some earplugs and gloves, because my gloves are quite worn out. It's been more than a year of me using it. Yeah, we're finally gonna get new ones. Let's start the bike. Oh shit. Also, I just came from BBDC. I just came here to have a quick break. I was doing my FTT, final theory test. For those of you who don't know, before you do your car or bike, you have to go through a theory test, which is final theory for car, and for bikes is, I forgot what it's called. It's like freaking more than 5 years ago I did that thing. But yeah, there's a separate one for bike and then there's a separate one for car. Recent one, which was the FTT, literally just 2 minutes ago. I got 50 out of 50. It's quite easy. It's just that yeah, it takes quite a bit of drilling because some of the questions are a bit tricky, but as long as you know the answer, it's fine. You know, I've been looping the new Les Seraphim song Spaghetti on loop. Like, it's a bit different from what they usually release, but it's good. It's good. Okay, without further ado, let's head off. It should be quite a quick ride, and I'll find something to talk about. You know, that's the thing about riding in Singapore. There's no scenery for me to actually take in, you know. Like, I saw all the comments from the previous video, you know, people encouraging me to actually do more vlogs like that. The thing is, it's not every day that I actually go to Malaysia. I don't have that much of free time because if you notice, the last time I went far, quote unquote, it's Kota Tinggi, and that was a few months back. And then the most recent one, which was like I think a week ago, went to Genting. It's yeah, it's quite rare that I actually go out far. The reason why we're going to Motor World to get some earplugs today is really because ever since the Genting trip, I think like 1 to 2 days after the Genting trip, my ears were low-key ringing. I was getting headaches because of how bad the wind noise was. When you're traveling, like, you know, point A to point B, maybe like less than half an hour or something, and you're not going fast, I would argue that it's not that necessary for you to be using a foam earplug or earplugs in general. But if you actually see the unedited footage and you see the speed that I'm going, I mean, for legal reasons, obviously I was going speed limit. Yeah, for yeah. You guys get what I mean. For legal reasons, I was going speed limit. So when you're actually going very high speed, the wind noise that you're putting your ears through, right, is quite painful. I'm not gonna lie. On the trip back, I was suffering, man. I wasn't suffering not just because of my like lower back and whatnot, you know, the physical pain. The other thing that I was suffering from was the wind noise, because when you're going at such a high speed for a prolonged period of time, your ears will start to ring every time you stop the bike. Because of I don't know if it's just my ears, but I did further research on why I was getting like headaches after the ride and stuff like that. My conclusion to that would be, you know, the wind noise. And I've always seen some people riding with earplugs. They swear by the earplugs that, you know, they won't go out riding without the earplugs. I never really understood it until I actually went to Genting that time. Cause holy shit, my ears were hurting quite bad after that. But what's done is done. We can only move forward. and the only way for me to move forward is to get earplugs. I mean, if there's damage done to my ears already, then what can I do, you know? We just gotta do better. I do notice some other riders on TikTok that actually use different set of earplugs, but the ones that I'm intending to get will be the Alpine race earplugs. I think they are more known worldwide amongst the motorcycling community. When I was doing my research on Reddit, basically online on Google, you know, they give us those articles, right? These earplugs seem to come up more often, especially for riding. So we're going to be getting that. And I know it begs the question, why can't I just use AirPods? Now, AirPods work great depending on what helmet you're using. I've used AirPods for my HJC, I've used AirPods for my AGV, back when I didn't even have an intercom system. And I can tell you that AirPods work great. The only issue with AirPods, right, is when your helmet doesn't fit nicely with the AirPods, the AirPods will actually start to pop out of your ear over time. I'm not saying pop out in a way where the thing will just completely drop out, but the grip from your ears to the tip of the AirPod itself, right, it will start to loosen and loosen and loosen to the point where the noise cancelling doesn't even have effect, because the AirPods is not seated nicely in your ears, right? So yeah, that's one reason why I'm not going for my AirPods right now. I'm going for an actual noise earplugs that's meant for riding with your helmets on. Alright, we're nearing Lornie right now. And like I said, you know what, there's really not much for me to talk about when I'm riding in Singapore. Like, yes, I do ride every day. I do record my daily rides for safety purposes, but there's really nothing for me to talk about. Most of the time, you see the roads are just like this. There's really nothing to look at apart from the jam. Especially this stretch of road right here, it always jams up. But it's okay, lane splitting is legal here, so we are fine. And since we're on this topic, why not you guys leave a comment down below on what I should actually talk about, because I genuinely have no idea what to talk about when I'm riding in Singapore. Like, most of the time I'll just turn on my music and I'll ride in silence. So yeah, just leave down in the comments below on what I should actually talk about, because I'm really having a mind blank on this. I would love to post more. The thing is that I have no issues posting more. I ride every day, but the thing is that I don't know what to talk about. Unless you guys really want to see me talk about the road signs on Red Road, exit 18. Wow, look at that. There's a bridge. Oh look, there's high skyscrapers. I mean, those are not skyscrapers, but tall buildings. Then I mean, yeah, sure, I'll upload that. But I'm pretty sure 99% of you don't even want to watch that. You know, this bridge, this specific bridge is a dangerous bridge. You know why? For those of you riding, I mean, you all know why. But that bridge in particular, there's always a traffic police guy there just shooting their snipers at us. You know, the portable speed gun for them to actually catch how fast we are going. That bridge is dangerous as hell. Since we are nearing the exit itself, let's talk about the gloves that I'm intending to buy. I don't actually have any specific model that I'm looking at. I do, however, love the RS Tai Chis. Those have served me so well throughout more than a year ago. And the funny thing is that they were cheap. I made a video about this on my TikTok and my Instagram. If you haven't seen it, and if you don't follow me there, go ahead, drop me a follow, call me Aduka, I post more there. But okay, enough of self-plugging. Okay, for me personally, in terms of gloves, honestly, in terms of any equipment actually, some things are just not better even if they're expensive. I don't know if I said that right. It's a bit hard to talk while riding, yeah, so y'all gotta bear with me. Sometimes I can't speak properly. When buying equipment, especially motorcycle gear, just because something's expensive doesn't mean that they are good. And one of them is gloves, the gloves that you're wearing. The first few years of riding, I actually purchased a Revit glove that was very thick, had all the protection that you can think of. It was full leather, it was just thick, had palm sliders, had every sort of safety features that you could think of, because I was very, I was very into safety last time. Not that I'm not into safety now, but I was a bit too overkill on my safety last time. I bought multiple thick riding jackets. I never thought of the comfort that I'm getting. After wearing them for a few days, not even weeks, a few days, they start to feel very stuffy. Stuffy is one, uncomfortable is another. It was just unbearable for me to wear those equipments. The jacket and the gloves are not made for Singapore weather. Are they made for crashing? Yes. But are they made for Singapore weather? No. And I'm going to explain why sometimes you just have to compromise a little bit on the safety. I'm not saying, I'm going to re-emphasize, I'm not saying don't neglect the safety part. I'm saying what I'm trying to say is don't compromise. Fuck, I lost my train of thoughts. Okay, I'm going to give you an example of why I say compromise a little bit on your safety, okay? For comfort. The difference between glove A and glove B. Okay, glove A will be the more expensive one with high-end features, and then glove B will be the so-called less safer one with not so much of the high-end features, okay? The difference between these two gloves is that glove A, although it's more expensive, I would not wear that every day. I would not willingly choose to wear that every day. Whereas for glove B, which is $50, 4 times more cheaper, it doesn't have all the high feature qualities and whatnot, I would willingly wear that because of how comfortable it is. That's the main difference. So if you get what I'm trying to say here, is that would you rather have something that you would wear every day that is obviously less safer, or would you rather wear something that you only wear once in a while because of how uncomfortable it is? Pretty sure you would actually go for the option B, glove B, sorry, you would actually go for glove B, because that's something you wear every day. Because I do believe having some protection is better than having no protection at all, especially if you're riding daily. Also, it's getting very, very hot, and I'm getting voice cracks, and the weather is not helping, and this bike is not helping too. Oh, okay, anyways, I think y'all get what I mean when I say what I said. I'm gonna take a break from talking because I'm starting to sweat, and yeah, I'm just gonna focus on getting to that place fast. Okay, see you guys later. Hey guys, so I just got done at Motor World and stopped outside here because it was really hot, and I just got these earplugs, the Alpine Race earplugs. Feels good so far. I'll update once we get to use them more. And we also got these gloves. These are the RS Taichi's 465 RST 465s. Feel very nice. There's a knuckle protection and also a palm slider. The only reason why I got them was because they fit so nice in my hands. The thing is that I've been using RSTs for quite some time, and I love the mesh material on them. So yeah, we're gonna be using them for a while, and I'll give a follow-up review maybe in a week or two, and we'll see how they perform. But other than that, we're gonna go home, and yeah, that's it. Okay, I got my helmet on, and I would say that, okay, hold on, let me put you guys on with me. I would say that the earplugs are working very nicely. Now, don't be mistaken, you can still hear outside. The ones I got are race earplugs because I do intend to go track next year. It was supposed to be this year, but it's a bit too tight, and I had other commitments that I had to attend to. So we didn't go for track this year. So once we go to track, we can use these. And I guess for daily riding, these are fine as well. Never in my life would I ever think that I would spend 30 plus for riding earplugs, but yeah. The gloves, however, feel very nice. I've honestly never had an issue with RS Taichi's. Those feel so great. These feel so great. And the best thing about this is that they have the palm slider protection. And the hard knuckles, you don't actually feel it because there's this thing that it's not attached directly to the glove itself. Like you see, there's this one small hole here, so your movement is not limited. For those of you who have worn hard knuckle glove, you would know that if it's attached directly to it, it would limit your movement. I honestly have nothing else to talk about, so I'm not gonna try and prolong the video and talk about some nonsense that you all are not interested in. But in terms of these gloves and the earplugs, I will give them an updated review in the weeks to come. Maybe I'll give them a week, and then I'll give a follow-up review on them. So yeah, other than that, I think that will be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see out of my vlogs, I guess. Like I said, I do write every day. It's just that I don't know what to talk about. But if there's any particular topics that you guys would like to hear about, opinions by me, go ahead, leave them in the comments below. Things like, what do you think of this bike? What do you think of that bike? What do you think about riding in Malaysia? Some things like that. Or maybe some personal stuff. Just ask away in the comment section, and I'll consider doing videos on them. But other than that, that's all for today. I appreciate you guys for joining. Remember to like the video. I have never expected myself to be saying this, but yeah, remember to like the video so it pushes up into the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and drop a sub so that you can keep updated with future videos that I'm going to be uploading. And if you're interested in the updated reviews on the gloves and the earplugs, you would know when that's coming as well. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.